Hi, Trinity Church. Scott here with 5 of your friends from Trinity for another Touch-Free Touch. Our last food drive for CARES was a great success thanks to you, and we want to say thank you once again. And because the need is great, we want to provide another opportunity to be generous to those right here in need in Pickens County. Hey, Jodi, can you tell me, does CARES, C-A-R-E-S, does that stand for something?
It sure does, Scott. It stands for Community Assistance, Resources, and Emergency Services. And boy, if there was ever a need for all of those things, it's now, huh? We're grateful for Trinity and the other churches in town and individuals who are very generously giving and donating of food. We helped last week about 220 families, which is considerably more than we normally do. That equals about 750 people. So the need is high, and we're super grateful. And there's great things going on. Catrece, why don't you tell about what you did for Easter?
Thanks, Jodi. I'd love to. Throughout this entire quarantine, we've been FaceTiming a lot more with our grandkids. And I can see and feel the stress when we talk to them when they're so outside their norms. They're not in school, they're not with their friends, they're not in their sporting events. And it's stressful for them. They're home with parents who feel inadequate to teach them their homeschooling things. And we have the parents who are without jobs, insecure about their finances, whether they can pay their mortgage, their rent, their car payments. And the other norm is this is the time of year when people go to church. Christmas and Easter are the two biggest times that people that don't normally go to church are in attendance. And I was praying about it, asking God, how can we do something to make sure these children, that Easter just doesn't pass them by? And he impressed on our hearts that maybe what we could do is get together some Easter bags to be given to CARES to go with the food that's given out. So we went shopping, put together 300 Easter bags, and with the help of our Big Canoe community, we got candy, we got plastic Easter eggs, and put dollar bills inside all of the plastic Easter eggs and put them in the bags and gave those to CARES to give out. As we put these bags together, we prayed over the bags that these children and their parents would feel some peace and joy and understanding at this time, and that God would just touch them in a special way. It was a great blessing to us to do this. Debi, I hear that you and Smitty did a really unique thing in your neighborhood for the last food drive.
Well, yes, Catrece, we decided we wanted to see if we could find a way to get more people involved in the food drive. So we invited our neighbors to participate. It was really easy. I'm going to share with you the steps I went through in case you want to do this in your neighborhood. The first thing I did was I sent out an email several days in advance letting them know that we'd be collecting non-perishable food items as well as checks for CARES. I let them know that this would be a touch-free experience for them because we would park our Jeep at the end of the driveway with the tailgate open, and they could leave their items there without coming in contact with anybody else. Of course, I let them know the day and the time that we'd be collecting. I included my address because, like you, I don't necessarily know all of my neighbors personally, so I let them know where I lived. The day before the event, I sent a reminder of what we would be doing, and then the morning of, I took a picture of the Jeep with the tailgate open at the end of the driveway, sent it out to everyone to let them know it was collection day and to show them exactly where they needed to come. Smitty and I sat on the porch and watched, and it was a great day to see how many of our friends and new friends came by to leave contributions for CARES. They filled up the back of our Jeep. We kept the touch-free donation going on by driving to the church where Scott and Carol lovingly took everything from the back of our car and put it with the other things that had been donated that day. It was a great way to involve more people in donations. When it was over, I sent them a thank you note with a picture of the bounty they had donated, and hopefully they'll be encouraged to participate if we do this again. I think everybody wants to help in some way. They just don't necessarily know how.
Debi, that sounds like such a great idea. You know, you said financial donations, and Jodi, I was just thinking, is there a way that Trinity can partner with you to gather financial donations? I had heard that the Atlanta Food Bank offers food for sale for a greatly reduced price. Is that something that if we provided the funds, you could buy the food?
Absolutely, Carol. Thanks for asking that question because cash donations go a long way. Atlanta Community Food Bank which is a part of the Feeding America program, which we're part of, they offer us food at 18 cents a pound. So for instance, the last order I did was 7,000 pounds of food for $500. That's a lot of food. So cash goes a long way. People can give on our Facebook page, Cares for Pickens County, or they can give at Trinity. But one slight thing though is we aren't always able to get everything that we need or want. So there is always a need for food donations as well, non-perishable food donations.
Hey,
Thanks.
Jodi, do you think you could tell us some of the items that you need?
Absolutely, Smitty. Right now, what we are really in need of is peanut butter and rice. So in any quantities, smaller things of peanut butter are better, but the rice we can divvy out, but that would be very, very helpful. We really appreciate all you've already done, and we can continue to use your help. Thank you.
Thanks, Jodi. Well, Trinity, what has God put in your heart to do? Let's help each other be generous to those in need. We're looking forward to seeing how God uses your creativity to bless those who count on Cares for Help. We'll provide you with a touch-free drive-through drop-off donation experience again next Saturday, April 25th from 11 to 2 under the portico at Trinity. Let's keep it simple. You can drive through and drop a food donations or drop checks made out directly to Cares. If you can't make it to the church Saturday the 25th, email Trinity this week and arrange a pickup of the donation before we bring everything to Cares on Monday. We're happy to help you be generous to those in need. We miss you all and hope to see you very soon.